You rap, you sing, you write amazing verses and hooks. Eventually, someone's going to approach you and ask you to feature on their song. But how much should you charge? My name is El Marquis, musician, rapper, record producer, unashamed class follower, and today I'm going to tell you how much you should charge to feature on someone's song.
El Marquis Productions.
Featuring on someone's song is considered a service. Therefore, you have the right to be compensated for your service. What's a fair price and what determines how much you should charge? There's no law that tells you how much you should charge for featuring on someone's song or services in general, but I recommend that you base your prices on how many people you can reach with their own music and how many people you can help this song reach, your skill level, the amount of time it takes for you to write and record a song, and if you're not recording in the same studio together, maybe a fee to cover the cost of you recording at another studio. I don't want to give you exact numbers because I don't want to tell you how to run your own business, but I do want to give you some things to consider. If you're literally just starting out as an artist, maybe you started writing and recording a few months ago, you maybe only have 1 or 2 songs out on Spotify, or maybe your stuff is just on SoundCloud, maybe you should consider doing features for free. At this stage, the most important thing you need to do is build a fan base. Collaborating with another artist, especially if they have around the same amount of fans as you, if not more, can help both of you build together as you'll be sharing each other's fan bases. In this case, you may want to sacrifice the upfront fee in order to get your music in front of other people. However, there's still a way for you to get compensated. DistroKid has an amazing feature where you're able to automatically divide up the revenue of the song amongst everyone who's contributed to it, whether it's songwriters, producers, bandmates. So as long as you and your collaborator are both signed up to DistroKid, you can take advantage of this feature, split the profits 50-50, and then anytime the song is streamed or purchased, you both get 50% of the net revenue generated from it. If you're not already a member of DistroKid, go down in the description below. I've got a link that will hook you up with 7% off of your first year with DistroKid. I know you want that. I know you need that. If you have a bit more experience than a beginner artist, if you already have a lot of songs out on all the major streaming platforms and getting booked for shows even if they're relatively small, and have a decent amount of followers and fans on social media, that will increase the value of your contribution to the song. In this case, you'll not only add to the song with your own personal writing ability, but especially if this artist is smaller than you, you'll be exposing them to a lot more people than they previously had before. Some artists ask other artists to feature on their song specifically to get some of their clout. That in itself might not always be bad, but if you spend a lot of time and worked really hard to build up your fan base and someone wants to share it with you, you should get something in return in some way. You probably shouldn't be charging as much as a mainstream artist, but you definitely deserve to be compensated. If you're an artist who is widely known in your own genre, or even on a mainstream level, which if you're a mainstream artist, and I'm not sure why you're watching these type of videos, you can charge a lot for your features. Because similar to the previous example, you've built up a reasonably large fan base, and even if your contribution to the song is bad, just having your name on the song will increase its popularity. And that in itself adds a lot of value to the song, so you deserve to be compensated even more in comparison to someone who has a relatively small fan base or even like a medium-sized fan base. But what if you want to start charging more for features, but you don't necessarily have a really big fan base, but you actually have some other ways to add value to the feature? Maybe consider adding additional services other than just writing a verse or a hook. If you're great at mixing, you can offer to feature on the song as well as mixing and possibly mastering it. If you're a good graphic designer, you can offer your feature and also cover art for the song. Maybe you're great at making music videos, or you have a connection with someone else who can. Maybe you have a Spotify playlist with a bunch of listeners on it, and you can put this song on that playlist, which will help increase the reach of the song as well as possibly gain that artist new fans. The point is, if you want to start charging more for features but you don't necessarily have an abundance in fans, there are still other ways to add value to your feature by adding additional services. You just have to be creative. Use this thing right here. And no matter how much you charge, whether you are charging an upfront fee or you're not, make sure that you're getting your royalties. Make sure that you discuss the percentages of the song that you both own, and then make sure that you register with either ASCAP or BMI, Song Trust, and Sound Exchange. And if you don't know how to do any of those things, I have a video series that can teach you how to do all of that. And trust me, you need to register this as well as all your music on these platforms in general. Because if the song blows up and you're not earning royalties on it, you're gonna be salty. All in all, your feature price is based on how much value you can bring to the table. The less value you bring, the less you should charge for your feature, and the more value you can bring, the more money you can charge for your feature. I didn't use any specific numbers because I want you to determine your own price and your own value for your own business. And don't feel that you need to abide by every single thing that I said. If you're a bigger artist and you want to collaborate with smaller artists and not charge them, go ahead. If you're a relatively small artist, don't have a really big fan base, but you still believe that you can add value to the artist with your collaboration, charge them a fee. These are my suggestions suggestions, but you don't have to take my advice as the standard. Now that I've given you these tips, consider how much value you can bring to the table and determine your price based on that. Thanks for watching this video. If you like what you've seen today, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so you know whenever I upload new videos. Also, be sure to visit my website, lmarkeyproductions.com, where you'll be able to check out my music, my beats, my sample kits, my services, and my merchandise. Now go down in the comment section below and let me know, how much do you think people in general should charge for features? My name is L Marquis Productions. God bless.